Welcome back to UAV drone design. In the last tutorial we took care of one of these mechanical flap elevation systems, and in this tutorial what we're going to create is we're going to cut our flaps out, and then we're going to use a command called split multiple bodies. So once we split our multiple bodies of our flaps out, we're going to be able to save them into their own files, so that later on we can add it to inside our assembly drawings and then make an animation out of it. I will show you along the way what I mean. So let's head back to SolidWorks and create these flaps. Okay, so this is what we have so far. So let's get to our display state, the second one, so we can see a lot better. Okay, that's good. All right, so let's create a sketch on top plane. That's on here. Okay, and then we're going to create a center line first, so we're gonna be able to mirror over what we sketched. So press escape on your keyboard to exit the sketch, and then we're going to grab one of these lines, and we're just going to start from somewhere around here. Let's start from the bottom up. So our flaps is going to start from somewhere here, and then we're gonna go in about that much. Make sure you go in straight, going in about that much. Okay, and then we're going to come all the way down about here, and that's gonna be plenty of space, and then come out like that. Okay, and now we're just going to close up our sketch. Okay, press OK on that, and we are going to mirror over the sketch on the other side, and this one here, and mirror it about there. So that's good. Okay, and then now we are going to we're going to offset these sketches, so there's going to be a little gap between the flaps and the body itself, so it's not hitting into each other. So let's create an offset from this line, and we're just going to have 1 millimeter, and later on you can scale up to your model if you like. So let's do that on that one and this one, and press OK on that. Okay, so now we can core extrude through this body, but first let's sketch the rear wings as well. So let's grab a line, and we're going to go in from, let's have a look at the picture. It comes quite out. Okay, so let's go from about here, not too much, or all the way down about here, and then we're just gonna come out, close up the sketch, and then let's mirror over about here, but let's choose all our entities and mirror it over about here. Okay, And let's offset these as well. For a second now. Okay, so once we have these, we will create the rear one somewhere down the line. So once we have all these, we're going to go to features and cut extrude. Okay, we're going to change the extrude direction, and we're gonna go all the way up. We're going to choose all bodies, yes. That's perfect. So now we have a little gap. However, it's not split yet, so the parts are not split. Even though it shows as a separate part, it is not. So let's split them and create into their own existing file. Not existing, let's create the file for them. So for that, we're going to bring back our sketches. Okay, sure. And then we're going to sketch again on the top plane. Sketch on the top plane. Okay, and then we're going to convert these outside sketches. So convert this line, this line, this line, this line. We could mirror it over, but let's probably quicker this way. Let's just choose this line, this line, this line, and this line. Okay, and then do the tail. Let's choose this line, this line, this one, this line. Okay. And press OK on that. Okay, now we can hide away the double sketches that we have there. We don't need that. So it's in here. No. You can hide that. Hide. So we have our single line now. So that's what we need to create our multiple bodies. Okay. But before we do that, before we create our split lines for our multiple bodies, what we're going to do is we're going to create our hinges, and for the hinges is just going to be a simple cut extrude hole, and then for that we're going to use to add our assembly mates, so we can move these flaps up and down when we get there. So just simply let's go to this face and let's sketch on this face, but exit top sketch first, and then let's get into here. Let's sketch on this face. Okay, so that's the end of our wing. That's the end of our they winged a little bit, so we're going to use that and that. Okay, so let's make a circle somewhere about here in the middle. Make it about that big, so it's going to be nice on the inside. Press OK on that. Okay, and we're just going to go to features, and we're going to cut extrude, and then we're going to extrude these lines here. So let's come out all the way about here, all the way in there, and let's have a look how far are we in. Okay, let's maybe bring it back a little bit, or leave it. I think that's good. Okay, let's have a look at this end. I want to make sure that we cut extrude into enough into this part as well, so about that much. Let's double check that we have still that going on there. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to press OK on that. And then we're just going to mirror these features over to the other side. So let's choose front plane, and then we're gonna come down here, and then we're going to choose a feature which is decal extrude. Okay, so it's added over to the other end. You can see it here. So let's say OK on that. Okay, so let's double check our holes. Our holes are perfect. It's there. Like this side, it's in there. So that's good.